Hey all, welcome to Science Books Review. In this video, I'm going to mention all the books which I have read in the last 2 months. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And the first book which I do have read here is The Towers of Midnight. This is the 13th book of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan, and it is being written by Brandon Sanderson. On the first note, I do mention that I'm not actually satisfied with this effort by Brandon Sanderson, and I do thought that this is somewhat a little bit lower in quality, but I can't say this book is actually bad. Only reason which I do have hated this book is because the previous book in this installment is somewhat really very good. The Gathering Storm book is somewhat very perfect. So I do expect that the next few books of the series got a need to be better than that. We did manage to get that, but still I got a need to mention this book is somewhat really very good on many way. So I would give the rating of a 4 out of 5 for this book. And the next book is The Memory of Light. This is the 14th and the final book of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan, and it has been written by Brandon Sanderson. And what I need to say, this book is somewhat a little bit lower in quality compared to the Towers of Midnight, but still it's been emotionally connected to me. The ending is somewhat really very perfect and realistic approach, and got to need to say I miss this series a lot. I started to miss all the character. Rand, Perrin, Egwene, Nynaeve. On some extent, I got a need to say, like, to yeah, really started to miss all these characters and their voices in my head, and got a need to admit it, guys. The aftermath effect of Wheel of Time series is somewhat really very huge compared to the days when you have actually read this book, and suddenly. I mean, you have been reading this book for a very long time, right? And your brain is automatically adapted to these types of writing, and whenever you do try some other novels other than this, you can't be able to accept them or relate to them on any case. And I have seen a lot of fans on the Reddit page just mentioned that they have been rereading the Wheel of Time series for the second or the third time. I thought initially those people are actually mad, but God, I need to admit that even my heart right now it does leave towards trying this series one more time. But yeah, I haven't been exposed to a lot of series right now, so we'll come back to it later on, maybe 5 or 10 years later. But yes, really very lovable. Yes, does have an emotional connection with me, and my respect for this series will increase, and it's been increasing day by day. Gotta need to be honest with that. And yeah, after this, I do try the Chronicles of Narnia series, and I have been reading this series for nearly 2 years by now, and I finally managed to get to the very end. I didn't love a lot of ideologies of C.S. Lewis here because I don't actually believe in or fond of God, but yeah. Some of the stories out here are really very much lovable, but on a larger extent, I don't know whether you people may love the series or not. Maybe in your beginning, when you are beginning the fantasy reading genre books, then yeah, start with this. But if you have already been familiar with this genre books, then yeah, stay away from the series. And in this time period, I actually watched the House of Dragon season 2. I got a need to share my thoughts, and I haven't posted this video yet, so we'll try to give the review for the House of Dragons soon enough. But in small words, I got a need to say I'm slightly disappointed. With the expectation I had in the season 1, the season 2 doesn't match the standards of the season 1 on any case. Some of the episodes are really very good, but many of them are very average, and a couple of episodes are very bad. So yeah, overall a mixed response from me and a whole fan community, to be honest, at this point. So yeah, that's all the fantasy genre books and series which I have tried in the last 2 months. And I do want to mention all the books which I'm going to try in the upcoming 2 months. It's been Malice and Valor by John Gwynne. These are the first two books of the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. There are four books in the series, and I already been into 400 pages of Malice. and I don't want to give the review for this book right now. There are still 200 pages yet to be read, so I will try to post a review for this book soon enough. And yeah, I think I would love the entire Faithful and the Fallen series. So got a need to buy the next two books in this installment. So yeah, and next I am little bit having my mind to try the Boys series. Haven't tried anything other than the fantasy genre books or the series. So it would be a really very new experience in my mind. So I would expect a series which does have a realistic character or a really very complex characters, or else which does broke all the stereotypical aspects being built upon by our elders, or else I do want the world to be really very realistic, and I got a need to connect with all the people in the series. And I do think the Boy series does have all these aspects. So yeah, I've been planning to try the series. Maybe it would give one and open the door to entirely very different perspective. So gotta need to wait and see how it does works out. So yeah, that's all the thing which I do wanted to try in the next 2 months, and want to give my life update here. I know no one cares, but yeah, got to need to mention that if you do have watched my early videos, I do came into this YouTube platform just in order to distract myself from the failure which I do have faced in my management entrance examination. After all these times, I've been alone in my home, trying a lot of different stuff, trying for jobs, and I'm a little bit hesitant to get involved in my engineering related job because I didn't actually love all those things. And yeah, so I don't see myself being in the engineering field um, the next 20 or 30 years from now on. So that is why I do took the risk of trying the management entrance examination. So yeah, it does had its cost, being lonely all these times, and yeah, does manage to keep my sanity by reading all these books. And yeah, and the day after this I would be there in the college. So yeah, new friends, new environment, new ideas, and a new course. Got a need to adapt to this quick enough. And yeah, let's wait and see how it goes around. And this will affect my video making journey too. I can't able to post the videos continuously, as I haven't posted videos continuously, to be honest. I have only posted a video per week. So yeah, I think I will continue on this journey. I will try to figure out a way in order to keep myself in contact with you. So yeah, that's all about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll meet you soon with the House of Dragons Season 2 review. And until then, happy reading to you all. Meet you soon. Cheers.